Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 5.
Dangerous heat. Our own Justin Stapleton spends time in a hot car to show us just how the heat affects our bodies. Plus, Texas Connection, how the man who launched an attack on a Tennessee theater has ties to the Lone Star State. And robbed at gunpoint. Hear from a woman who was carjacked as she sat at a red light.
Good evening, I'm Emani Payne. Thanks for joining me. We begin tonight with a breaking news alert from Northwest Harris County, where an auto repair worker was shot. We understand this all started with a disgruntled customer. Channel 2's Anusha Rasta is live outside the shop with details. Anusha? And we're following more breaking news, this time from Galveston, where a body has been found in Galveston Bay. Investigators are trying to determine if it's the body of a fisherman who was reported missing yesterday. Channel 2's Phil Archer is live in Galveston. Phil, what have you found out? Now to that woman who was carjacked as she sat at a stoplight. It happened early Wednesday morning. The woman pulled up to a stoplight at South McGregor Way when she says two men with guns approached her car. Channel 2's Ryan Korsgaard just spoke with that woman and joins us from the third ward with the story. Ryan?
Houston police say a woman who worked in the area pulled.
You saw it live right here on Channel 2. Meteorologist Justin Stapleton sitting in a hot car supervised by medical professionals to show just how dangerous this summer heat can be if someone like a child is left in a car. And we've gotten word within the last few minutes that police in Austin right now are investigating a child's death inside a car. The circumstances of that case are still unclear. Channel 2's Haley Hernandez is live outside our studio with how Justin fared in all of this. Haley?
Cloth or leather, black or beige, we test if the color and material.
Houston police are searching for the thieves who broke into and robbed a mini-mart. It happened at Lockwood near Kelly. According to the police, the suspects drove a white Ford pickup into the store and attempted to steal the ATM but were unable to remove it. The thieves forced the clerk to open the register and safe, then fled with an unknown amount of cash. And an update to a story we first told you about last week about worms in the water in Old River Winfrey. Tests have revealed more worms in a follow-up investigation. Last week, several families of the Woodlands Acre subdivision complained of bloodworms coming from their faucets, bathtubs, and sprinklers. J&S Water, the town's private water utility, has been running several tests since the problem started. The company is still trying to find where the worms are coming from. New at 5, we've learned there is a Texas connection to yesterday's Tennessee theater attack. Vincente Montana's mother lives in Texas. Just 2 days before the attack at a Nashville area movie theater, his mother called police in Tennessee to report him missing. She also told them her son was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in April of 2006. Montonia was shot and killed after unleashing pepper spray at the Nashville theater and attacking a moviegoer with a hatchet. In the chaos, Nashville police officer Jonathan Frith rushed in.
He was the silhouette of a figure. I engaged that figure with one shot with my patrol rifle and immediately backed out and declared that we had a barricaded suspect situation.
Investigators continue to look into Montonia's mental history and say at this point there's no solid evidence of a motive in the attack. Now we're just hours away from the first Republican presidential debate of the 2016 race. 10 candidates will take the stage tonight in Cleveland, Ohio. They include frontrunner Donald Trump, Jeb Bush, and Senator Ted Cruz. All the candidates are looking to distinguish themselves among the crowded field.
If the Bush campaign is simply waiting for Donald Trump to collapse, therefore Jeb Bush to rise, I think it's a mistake. He'll have to go out and earn this.
The other 7 Republican candidates who polled too low for the main debate will take part in a separate forum before the debate. Former Texas Governor Rick Perry is among them.
The Texans are in Virginia for practice, but for one of their big guys, it was a special trip home. I'm James Starks here in Richmond. His story coming up next.
And Facebook jumps into the online streaming game, who they're hoping to oust in the process. And you're looking live at a home in Danbury where crews are removing a beehive that has been there for 20 years. An update on the progress. Next on Channel 2 News at 5.
You're watching Channel 2, Houston's home for news.
Now take a look at this. You're looking live at a home in Danbury. Right now, crews are working to remove a massive beehive from this house. The homeowner says the bees attacked him while he was trying to mow the lawn.
My wife started picking stingers out of me, and I think she reached about 70. Fortunately, I'm not allergic to them, so they didn't really, it other than hurt.
Here's another live look there. Crews are expecting to take anywhere from 60,000 to 300,000 bees from the home. The bees will be relocated by the nonprofit group during the rescue. Texans training camp continues with a practice against Washington today. The guys are in Richmond for that practice. Channel 2's James Starks is live in Richmond tonight. And James, this was a special trip for one of the guys.
Today, Dwayne Brown was able to strap on the pads in his hometown of Richmond for the first time since 2003. Brown is in town on a business trip, but cherishes the fact that he is back home.
It's still kind of surreal to me to be in my hometown, and playing professional football. I never thought, this kind of opportunity would come.
Watching from afar are Dennis and Myra Brown, Dwayne's parents, and they knew all along nothing would get in their way of their son's dream.
Desire to get it done.
Here's a look at what's coming up all new at 6. And only on 2, your first look inside the new terminal at Hobby Airport. Make sure you tune in for your exclusive tour. Something to watch for if you're a cider fan, why Angry Orchard is recalling cases of Hits Hard apple cider next on Channel 2 News at 5. We're following a breaking news alert. We've learned Minneapolis police are in a standoff with a man who was held up in a hotel where a national convention of journalists is being held. Police say rooms in that hotel have been evacuated, but say there is no threat to public safety. Several members of the Channel 2 News team are at that convention of the National Association of Black Journalists. We'll bring you more information as we receive it, both on air and online. The Angry Orchard Cider Company is recalling select cases of its crisp apple hard cider after consumers reported bottles breaking or overflowing when opened. Angry Orchard says the affected cider could show signs of re-fermentation in the bottle, which could lead to overflowing when opened or the bottle bursting. No injuries have been reported. Angry Orchard will issue a full refund. Cybersecurity researchers say they were able to take control of a Tesla Motors Model S car. The researchers say it's one of 6 significant flaws they found that could allow hackers to take control of the vehicles. They found a hacker could turn the car off without warning, open doors, or make the electronics display faulty information. Tesla stressed that this particular hack required initial physical access to the inside of the car. Facebook is taking on live streaming services Meerkat and Periscope. This week, Facebook launched a new live video streaming service as part of its Mentions app. The service is currently only available to celebrities. It allows them to use their smartphone to broadcast live to their Facebook newsfeed. When you start watching a live feed, Facebook will tell you who else is watching, and you can comment and interact with the celebrities. We'll be right back. Stay with us. A reminder that wherever you go, you can follow the latest news on your smartphone or tablet by using our Click to Houston app. Just search KPRC in the App Store to download. Well, that's it for Channel 2 News at 5. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt is next. We'll see you at 6, and remember, we break news on clicktohouston.com, Facebook, and Twitter. Good night.